Welcome back, everybody, to my Walt Disney Classics 40th Anniversary Special, in which we're on the Nintendo Wii U yet again, and this time we're going to play Jeopardy! How will we do?
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player one. Player two. Player three. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trevette.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: Sweet Pea, Monroe Puri, Kidlet, New York, New York, Country Cookbooks, and Intravenous. Player one. Fit for a King is full of his favorite recipes, including the chicken served at his wedding to Priscilla.
Who is Elvis Presley?
Yes, player one? Good. The Little House Cookbook features frontier foods from this woman's classic stories.
Who is Laura Ingalls Wilder?
Yes, player one? That's right, way to go. This daughter of Maybelle Carter honored her mom by writing Mother Maybelle's Cookbook.
Who is June Carter Cash?
It's player one. Right you are. You'll find Goober's Banana Pudding in this Mayberry Auntie's book of delightful desserts.
Who is Aunt Bee?
Player one? Hey, you're right. There's a recipe for Butcher Holler Possum in Your Cooking It Country by this country music queen. Player one?
Who is Tammy Wynette?
Nope. Sorry. Anyone else? Let's hear it, player two.
Loretta Lynn.
That's correct.
All right. Makes sense to me.
Player two, you start us off. Carnations and sweet williams belong to this colorful family of flowering plants. It's player one.
What is pink?
Right. Oh, Gene Fowler's biography of John Barrymore is called Good Night, Sweet This. Player one?
What is Papa?
That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player two. Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Let's hear it, player three. That's it. Where do we begin, player three? Completed in 1931, this structure required 10 million bricks. A true stairmaster would climb its 1,860 steps.
What is the Empire State Building?
Let's hear it, player one. Yep. Player one? Forget about it. Now a borough, it was incorporated as a village in 1816 with roughly 4,000 residents.
What is Brooklyn?
It's player 1. You got it. In 1754, King's College was founded in New York City. Today it's known as this Ivy League university.
What is Columbia?
Yes, player 1. Good. In 1776, after the Battle of this area, the British retook New York City and held the city until the war's end in 1783.
What is Bunker Hill?
Yes, player 1.
No, what is Staten Island? Ellis Island? No.
No. Any other takers? Okay, player 2.
Staten Island. Long Island, okay.
Any other takers? It's player 3. Correct. Where do we begin, player 3? In 1765, Congress met in New York to protest unfair taxes levied under this act.
What is the Stamp Act?
Okay, player 1. Correct. Player 1, make perhaps an alteration of the word potato. This word follows sweet in a slang term for a pretty girl. It's player 1.
What is Petunia?
Sorry, that's wrong.
The wheat.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 3.
Yes!
That's it. Player 3, starters. This Hall of Fame NFL running back was nicknamed Sweetness. It's player 1.
Who is Walter Payton?
Yes. If you're served sweetbreads in a restaurant, you're eating either thymus or this part of an animal.
What is the pancreas?
Let's hear it, player 1. Right. Player 1, back to you. Venus's surface is hard to view from Earth because it's completely covered by these. Okay, player 1.
What are clouds?
That's it. One of these on Venus lasts about 244 Earth ones. It's player 1.
What is year?
Ooh,
No.
that's incorrect. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? We're talking about a day.
Okay.
Like Mercury, Venus has this many moons.
What is none?
Okay, player 1. Yes. Player 1. We're not sure if it was ancient or not, but the first U.S. flyby of Venus was by one of these space probes in 1962.
What is Mariner?
Yes, player 1. That's it. Galileo's finding that Venus goes through these, like the moon, was the first direct evidence for Copernican ideas.
What is an eclipse?
Yes, player 1.
What are eclipses?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Oh no.
Anyone else?
Not eclipse. All right.
It's player 2. You are correct. On the plus side again. A lot of clues, a lot of categories, player 2. In 1948, she had one line in Love Happy, the last Marx Brothers movie.
Who is Marilyn Monroe?
Let's hear it, player 1. You got it. Forget DiMaggio and Berra. The secret to the Yankees' 11 pennants from 1947 to 1960 was Lucy Monroe's singing of this.
What is the Star Spangled Banner or national anthem?
It's player 1. That's it. See Marion Monroe train as a child psychologist and co-write the book starring this unexciting boy-girl pair.
Who are Dick and Jane?
Player 1? Right you are. Player 1940s singing star Vaughn Monroe had a rich voice in this middle male range, hence the nickname Old Leather Tonsils.
What is tenor?
Let's hear it, Player 1. No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? We're talking about baritone.
Oh, baritone. Okay.
Player 1? It's the Daily Double.
I'm gonna do 3,000.
And you're in the lead now. Player 1. Give us a... Okay, here is the clue. In 1912, Harriet Monroe launched the magazine simply called This. It soon published T.S. Eliot and Ezra Pound.
What is life?
Sorry, you're down to second now, Player 1. Here's the correct response. Poetry.
Oh, okay.
Selecting a game of hide and seek leads Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy into this land that's always winter and never Christmas.
What is Narnia?
Okay, Player 1. Yeah, good. Leroy Brown is the real name of the boy detective with this bookish nickname.
What is encyclopedia?
Yes, Player 1. Yep. This Louise Fitzhugh lass spies on her classmates and writes about them in her secret notebook.
Who is Harriet?
Let's hear it, Player 1. That's right, way to go. In a Francis Hodgson Burnett tale, Mary Lennox tends to the secret this.
What is garden?
Okay, Player 1. Good for you. And here's the $1,000 clue. This Kipling lad goes on a Himalayan journey with a Tibetan lama.
It's not Mowgli.
It's Player 1.
Who is Gunga Din?
No. Anyone else? Player 2.
Oh.
No, that's not right. Anyone else? Okay, Player 3.
Oh, it's Kim. Okay.
You got it. Player 2. You're going first in the Double Jeopardy round when we return. Clues are worth $400 to $2,000 in these categories. Ethiopian cuisine. Body basics. Entertainment history. The 15th century. Playwrights. And One World. Player 2, make a selection, please, as we continue. To completely reverse your direction while driving is to pull a one of these. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is a 180?
Yep. A popular koan, or meditation subject of Zen Buddhism, asks the student to try to imagine this sound. Let's hear it, Player 1.
What is one hand clapping?
Yep.
That's hard to do.
Numerical name for Scheherazada's tales.
What is 1001?
Let's hear it, Player 1.
1001 nights.
You are correct. Excellent. The first of the two daily doubles. And you, okay, here is the clue. Title of playwright Moss Hart's autobiography.
What is Act 1?
Congratulations, you're still in first, Player 1. We were based in Chicago. This financial services provider merged with J.P. Morgan Chase in 2004.
What is Bank 1?
It's Player 1. Yes. Player 1, choose again. let's get Sarah's assistance on this clue.
When swallowing, the soft palate is raised to keep food from entering the nasal cavity, and this flap of cartilage moves to prevent food from entering the trachea.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is the epiglottis?
Hey, you're right. Pink, red, or purplish, a port wine stain is a large one of these, usually on the face or neck. It's player one.
What is a birthmark?
You got it. Also called leukocytes, these blood cells defend the body against infection.
What are white blood cells?
It's player one. That's right, way to go.
Hey.
The dura mater is the outermost protective layer that covers the spinal cord and this organ.
What is the brain?
Okay, player one. Good. Unfortunately, high cholesterol can lead to atherosclerosis, in which these blood vessels become clogged.
What are arteries?
It's player one.
And I don't tend to let
You got it. Please pick again, player one. Born William Claude Dukenfield, he took this last name as his stage name. Let's hear it, player one.
What is Fields? W.C. Fields.
Correct. Dance style of Brothers and Kennedy Center honorees Fayard and Harold Nicholas. Okay, player one.
What is tap?
Right.
Hey.
In vaudeville, Jerry, Helen, Josephine, and George M. were the four these.
What are Cohens?
Okay, player one. That is correct. Player Rochester, did you know that in 1953, Harry Shearer played this comic as a boy on his self-titled TV program? Player one.
Who is Jack Benny?
That's right, way to go. Kathy Lewis was this title character paired with Fibber McGee on a 50s TV show based on a hit radio show.
Who is Molly?
Player one. Right. Select again. Similar to steak tartare, kitfo is a cold ground beef dish that is served this way.
What is rare?
Okay, player one.
What is raw?
You got it. Tej is a type of this made with honey. Ethiopians think it was once shared by Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Okay, player one.
What is tea?
No, sorry.
Oh, movie.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Wine.
Oh, okay.
For Ethiopian meals, coffee is usually served in these small cups, from the French for half cup.
What is demi-tasse?
Okay, player one.
Demi-tasse?
Yep.
Yep.
Player one. Answer. The other daily double. You are currently in the lead. Player one, please select your clue. Teff, similar to millet, is a type of this that comes from a plant grown in Ethiopia.
What is potato?
However, you keep your lead. We're talking about grain.
Oh.
Similar to the Indian ghee, niter kibe is a clarified spice-infused type of this and is used in many dishes. Let's hear it, player one.
What is butter?
Yeah, good.
Hey.
Please pick again, player one. On July 3rd, 1450, peasant leader Jack Cade entered this capital in triumph. By July 12th, he was dead. Player one.
What is London?
That's correct. A rebellion of his brothers Andrei and Boris was stopped by this ruler the third. Come on, how many Russian names are left?
Not many.
Yes, player one?
Who is Dmitri the Third?
That's not it.
Oh,
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player three? Yes. Player three, you start. This Portuguese prince wasn't just about exploration. He and his brother Fernando tried to conquer Tangier and failed miserably.
Tangier, that's in Morocco.
Let's hear it, player one.
I'm gonna say who is Henry the Navigator.
Good. In 1453, the last Byzantine emperor, the 11th of this name, died in the vain defense of his city.
Okay.
Yes, player one?
What is Constantine?
Good. A masterpiece of illumination is the circa 1415 book Les Très Riches Heures du This Duke. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is the Duke de Normandy?
No.
Oh, man, I have no idea.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we wanted. The Duc de Berry.
Oh, Duke de Berry. All right.
Player one. His father, James O'Neill, was a 19th century actor whose most famous role was the Count of Monte Cristo.
Who is Eugene O'Neill?
It's player one. Yeah! That's correct. The public disgust over his play Ghosts caused this Norwegian to retaliate in his An Enemy of the People.
Who is Henrik Ibsen?
It's player one. Right.
That's right.
This Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright was related to John Sevier, the first governor of the volunteer state.
Who is Tennessee Williams?
It's player one. Right. This Shakespeare contemporary is remembered for Dr. Faustus and for getting stabbed to death.
Who is Christopher Marlowe?
Yes, player one? Yes. And the last clue for $2,000. A 1934 New York City taxi driver's strike led him to write Waiting for Lefty, the first of his plays to be produced.
Who is Clifford Odets?
Yes, player one? Yes.
$25,600. Runaway game.
Sorry, you're player two. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy. Everything depends on Final Jeopardy, of course, so let's take a look at the category, shall we? Animals. What are you going to wager? This is a good category. Here's the clue for you. The genus of this Asian animal is Ailuropoda, and its species name, appropriately, is Melanoleuca. Did you come up with the correct response?
Giant panda.
How much do you add to your total with that correct
too.
response?
Let's find out.
And your response?
Yes, giant panda.
How much do you add to your total with that correct response?
$200, and I'll see you all for another game.
Congratulations to you. Good game, everyone, and thank you so much for playing.